Hello everybody, I'm gonna shoot a little video here today. This is one of my personal radios from the stack up here that I have many more to do. Um, I bought this because it did not have the weather bands and stuff in it, and it's one of the older Unidens. This one's actually, according to the date codes on the chip, about a 97 model. It actually says 96 on the serial number, but the date codes on the chips are 97, so it was built late in 96, I guess. I've done put a white LED in the meter. The face is less than perfect, but it was bought to run this 220, 290, 428, 79, 2x4 uh, Toshiba red dots. It's it was bought. I'm going to run that with it. I like the quality control on these radios a little better, and I like the way they're built. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm fixing to build a bunch of regulated variables because I'm tired of making them every time I need them. And anyway, I just wanted to show a before and after numbers on this thing. What I've done is I pulled the Delta tune out and I heat shrink them up and I put them in the radio. I know I'll catch hell over that because there's a lot of guys out there that say, why don't you just disconnect them? These use a little board on the back of them, and they're a D control, so they're very hard to they're not hard to replace. I mean, you can run it straight to the board, and it's more work than is necessary. If anybody ever wanted to put this back to stock, then it would be easy for them. So I pull that out, I heat shrinked it up, it's zip tied to the wiring harness, it's not going anywhere. The reason why I do that is, here's a prime example. This was a radio I bought the other day just to maybe turn around and sell. When I got to messing with it at the local CB shop up here, but we have another local guy that is in this area that I actually go and buy radios sometimes. And this got thrown into the deal because he's older and don't want to mess with it. But somebody has taken a clarifier out of this thing and put a echo in it. As you can see, it's a truck stop job. Probably old school Connex echo, if I had to take a wild guess. And then, luckily, they left the control in it. So all I have to do is pull this crap out, find out what it is, and it'll probably end up going, I mean, I like these old Connex boards. It'll probably end up going in something else, but it don't need to be in this radio. I'm a big fan of echo, but not in a sideband radio. So, that being said, we're going to go with the numbers on this thing because that's what this was all about, just to show some before and after. I'm on 13.8 volts. I'm fighting a sinus infection, so you're going to have to bear with me. We're going to go up to the bird meter. Got a 50-watt slug in it. Going to be reading 0 to 50 on the middle scale. We're going to be on the B&K 1040. Going to be reading 0 to 50 across the top on the 50-watt scale on it, or an average power, on this. So here we go. And I am on a dummy load. Keying a little over 5 watts. Audio, about 7 watts bird. Audio. About 7 watts on the B&K. Both these meters read almost exactly the same. That being said, going back on peak wattage. Going on peak wattage on the bird. And here we go. Audio. A little over 25. Audio, about 25 watts. So there you go. And frequency, don't get a whole lot closer. So that being said, she uses a 2166 final. Of course the slug is out of it back here. The limiter is actually still in this radio. It has never been taken out, and it does have a jumper across D9, which that's is what it is. But anyway, so that being said, we're going to show you an after whenever I get this variable done, but it's probably going to be another day or so. But all right, y'all have a good day.